So now I hold to a very different view of goals. I think every real goal that I set, that I want to set, needs to be unrealistic. Hey creatives, this episode is something of a declaration, I think. Something I'm saying to myself. I'm grateful that you're here, I'm grateful that you're listening, and I truly hope that what I have to say is inspiring to you. But you need to understand that first and foremost, I am saying these things to myself because I want to remember, I want to record it, I want to know how I felt when I was chasing these dreams. It is something of a prayer, I think. And at the moment, I think I need a bit of prayer. I need to remember that God is always doing a new thing through me, around me, in the people around me, in the world around me. I need to remember that I am not, that my beliefs are not the limit of what I am capable of. I need to remember that especially at the moment because I'm getting some mixed messages. Some people are cheering me on for sure, and others are politely saying, shouldn't you know better? I have come back to art after 20 years away, and people are asking very nicely, very kindly, shouldn't I be more realistic about all this? Shouldn't I set more realistic goals? And my answer to them is very plain and direct. No, I shouldn't, and I don't want to. People rarely say to me that I should give up. They're much nicer than that. They say things like, aren't I being a bit too romantic about all this? Shouldn't I set more achievable goals? Aren't I a bit old for this? The common slur that I get is, you're being very courageous. They don't mean bravery. What they mean is, I'm being foolish. What they mean is, they wouldn't do it. What they mean is that if they were in my position, they wouldn't do what I am proposing to do and chase the unrealistic dreams that I'm proposing. And my answer back to them, my response is somewhat polite, I hope. But no, I don't need to live my life in a way that you would live it. I don't need to live my life with you believing that I can get it done. What I do need to do is set things that are out in front of me and have some hope that I can get there. That's what I want to do. My goals in art and writing are lofty, I'm not going to lie. Could I set more realistic goals? Maybe. But setting realistic goals that I could achieve were crippling me. Only doing what I thought I could do just shrinks my life down. At the age of 50, the list of things that I think I can do for sure gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and my life gets smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where I'm really just doing a to-do list. It's just a list of things that I did yesterday that I can do today without even really trying. Are they goals? That's not a goal. That's just something I know I can do. Setting targets that I knew I could get done. Look, I thought that was wisdom. I did. I thought that was what I should be doing at 50. I thought that's what everybody should do. Do things that they know they can achieve. But the bottom line is that's not wisdom. That's fear talking. Plain and simple. There is nothing else. Doing things that I know I can get done is a fear response. And the bottom line is Doesn't matter what age I am, what I was trying to do there was to avoid failure. I didn't want anybody to laugh at me. I didn't want to say some outrageous goal, some unrealistic goal out there, chase after it, and then fall flat on my face and have everyone laugh at me. The fear of failure is real. And perhaps the older you get, the more palpable that becomes. I don't know. What I do know is that there is a difference between setting things that you know you can achieve and setting goals that are somewhat unrealistic, that you need to chase after. That's what I want to do. Age was not the reason why I was setting realistic goals. I feared failing. I feared falling flat on my face, setting an unrealistic goal, getting nowhere near it, and having everyone laugh at me. I feared needing others to help me. I feared doing some hard work. I feared God needing to come in and help me to achieve things that I couldn't do yesterday. I feared all of these things. And the more that you fear that and give into it, the more I did, the more life started to shrink down to what I could manage and what I could control and what I could do. And I'm telling you, that becomes a very small life when you give in to all of those fears. So now, I hold to a very different view of goals. I think every real goal that I set, that I want to set, needs to be unrealistic. It needs to be something that I couldn't do yesterday, today, whatever it is. I need it to be something that I need to work on hard, with perseverance over time, to declare it, to say it out loud, not hide it away, to have others know about the goal so that they're with me in the journey. And should I succeed, they cheer me on and clap hands. And if I fail, they mourn with me. And I hope to be in a community of people that are doing this so that we are striving for things that are out there just in front of us where I have to reach. I can't reach it right now, but if I stretch and put some effort in and go for it, I might just get to it and touch it and grab it and take hold of it and reach that goal that was yesterday unattainable for me. That's what I want to do. That's where I want to be. I want to be with unrealistic goals on purpose. Who cares about a to-do list? I have ADHD. I'm terrible at to-do lists to start with. Why would I want to have a to-do list? I want unrealistic things to chase after and see if not with some effort, I can get there. To challenge myself, to push beyond my limits, to understand who I am and then reach and try and grab it and succeed. Why not? Look, it doesn't matter what age I am. Age is just a circumstance. It's just a situation in life that we find ourselves in. At each age, it doesn't matter if you're 5, 10, 23, prime of your life, as they say it, 50, 80. We've all got limits. We've all got strengths. We've all got challenges in front of us that we need to overcome. We all have the ability to push into that and see what we're capable of, and we all have the ability to shrink from it and to fear and to hide away from that which is possible. I know I did. I do. I still do. Every day. But I want to be the person that sets unrealistic goals, things I haven't achieved yet. Declare it out loud and see if I can't actually get there. Is it more appropriate for a young person to set an unrealistic goal than someone that's 50? I don't think so. It's courageous, perhaps foolish, at any age to set an unrealistic goal. But isn't that what all goals are? Let's chase them. I think I want an unrealistic goal every week, and they can be small ones. And I want some unrealistic goals that are way out into the future that I'm also chasing and seeing if I can't get to those as well. That's how I want to live my life. Not in a small way, and not in an outrageous way, but in a possible way. one that tries to get and see everything that I am capable of. Why not? Let me be clear. I did not come back to art after 20 years away because I could just walk in and pick it back up again. I had challenges when I was doing it before and they got on top of me. There were things that I knew about what I was doing and there were things that I didn't. And they swamped me. And I did the things that I thought I needed to do for the sake of myself and my family and others. And they were necessary for a time. But that is not the position I find myself in now. My goals are unrealistic on purpose. They really are. I want to find my style, my way of painting, the subjects that I care about, and do them well so that they are full of emotion and mood and all the things that matter to me. I want to push into these things long enough that I start to see how I can do it. Not to copy others, but to see how I can do it as me, with the skills and the wisdom and the abilities and everything that I've got. That's so unrealistic, given that I am 50 and haven't done it yet. Yet, that is where I want to go. Bring in my ADHD diagnosis and now understanding all the challenges I had in the past, all the struggles that I went through, now understanding the strengths that I have, what I can do with it, the things that benefit me so that I can actually get things done, work through the problems and get goals, get things done, get work done. All of that comes together now. So at 50, I'm over 50, but at my age, I'm setting probably the most unrealistic goal for most people, but it's a goal that I hope to achieve for the rest of my life. I want to be more in love with the age that I find myself in this moment than I was when I was in my 20s. I want to embrace who I am now. I want to know the limits that I have. I want to know the challenges that are in front of me and I want to take them on. And I want to embrace everything that I bring to the table. Not just the life that I've had, but the knowledge that I have been able to overcome adversity, that I've been able to persevere for a long period of time, that I've had massive things thrown in my way and I've got through them. I want to bring all of that. Now let's see what I can do. This is way more than what I could do when I was 20. Now I have evidence about these things. Now let's set some unrealistic goals and see where we get to. So, earlier this year, I set an unrealistic goal. I wanted to be a finalist in a major art award here in Australia. Today is May 8th, 2026. You might be watching this later. But I can tell you that tonight is opening night on the Mandorla Art Award in Perth, WA, here in Australia, a major art award. And I'm a finalist for the first time. Now, when I said that out loud at the beginning of the year, that was crazy. Setting an unrealistic goal, declaring it to others, putting the work out there, seeing what takes place, and then getting there. Look, it's not happening without setting the goal. It's not happening with pushing through it, making sure that I did the work, persevering through some mistakes with the work, but making sure I kept going long enough that I actually got it done, entered the work, and saw what happened. And tonight, I'm a finalist for the first time. So, I am choosing to live my life looking foolish, perhaps. But maybe only to some. To others, you will join me and say, that's exactly how I want to live my life. That is the way to live a life. Not to be careful and small and controlled and managed, but to declare these unrealistic goals. Say them out loud to our friends and family. Let them join with us in the pursuit of them. Let them help us in getting there. Let them understand how much it means to us so that they can either cheer us on or mourn. Set unrealistic goals and chase them at whatever age you find yourself at. Age is just a circumstance. Whatever age, set these unrealistic goals. I hope you can join me in doing the same thing. See you soon.